And I just went to the dog park, which was good. There was nobody there, and you can see I have this giant van, and I had to take a seat out to get my giant dog. Well, I guess he's not that giant, but his legs are. Ventura and I are going to a Burger King drive-thru to get his favorite meal ever, which is a value meal double cheeseburger with nothing on it, and I'm gonna get a diet soda, and I'm gonna get him a water. And I get him a burger once a week, and usually on the weekend, but I didn't get there. And it's his favorite high value treat. I break it up into lots of little tiny pieces, and that's when we do our training. He's very food motivated, so training him with a Burger King double cheeseburger is about the best thing in his world for training. Not the best thing in his world, but the best thing in his world for training. So he's learned a lot. He knows the word car. He jumps in my van. He knows the word door. We go through doorways. Gate is for fences. He will play dead when I go bang. He will tickle my feet when I say tickle, which is really just an extension of the command touch. Where I put my hand out and say touch, he touches my hand wherever it is. And tickle is an extension of that. I'll cross my legs or something so my foot's around and say tickle, and he will touch the bottom of my foot. He knows wait, which I initially taught him to get him to pause, but he also will wait in general. It's not really a movement command for him, it seems. Like I just started to teach him I put two treats down, one on the right side and one on the left side, and the right side is take one, and the left side is take two, and I point to them with my hand because I'm trying to teach him to follow my direction by hand. So I will point to the treat to my right and say take one, and he will eat that one as opposed to the one on my left. And then sometimes I say take two, meaning he can take the treat on the left side, or I will tell him to wait and I'll put another treat down and we'll start over. So wait has really become his word for pause. If I want him to stay and then call him from a distance, I do tell him to wait, but also wait has become like just don't do anything else until I say something. He will also, I just had something in my head. I try to teach him more complicated things by naming items. So he doesn't like loud noises. So I've gotten to the point where if there's been a loud noise and he jumps, I say noise, or I can say noise ahead of time and he knows what's coming and he doesn't jump out of his skin. That hasn't helped with thunder. Not much has really helped with thunder so far, but there's been so many thunderstorms this summer. He really hasn't had a chance to kind of acclimate to that kind of noise in a slower way. Once a thunderstorm comes, it's very dramatic. He lays down before he gets his food. That's another thing. I make his food, and if he's you know, he's not on top of me, so I don't insist he lay down and stay in another room, but once I bring it to his bowl, I tell him to lie down. Actually, I've been doing hand signals, so I just, you know, sort of bring my palm down, and then I hold my hand up like a stop kind of signal, and that's his wait signal, and he will wait to come get his food before he eats. And it's been really good. One of the good things, I mean, it could be a bad thing too, but one of the good things about greyhounds is they're very, you know, they get used to things and they want them to happen the same way all the time. They're very accustomed to routine in their life, in their at the track, and that really works to my benefit for training. So for example, my van, I only take him out the passenger side back door of my van. I never take him out the driver's side, which is harder for me because I'm always walking around the van. But I want him to see the passenger side as the exit side because I have automatic doors and I have opened them by accident. So you know, if the driver's side opens, I want him to be confused and not to jump out of it. So I never take him out that side. I always take him out the passenger side. The other thing, first thing I taught him was to wait before getting out of the car. You know, his command to get in and out of the car has become car. So he will wait until the door is all open and I tell him car to get out. I just tell him to get in the car. I don't make him wait, but for getting out of the car, he does wait and he stands there. Again, just so in the event that the door opens or I hit the wrong button, which I've done, he doesn't jump out of the van. I don't want him to be confused by it and not immediately jump out. Same thing with the door, front door, which is why I taught him door. That way he knows when he's supposed to come in or out. So we have our Burger King double cheeseburger, and I got a giant Diet Coke, and Ventura got a water with a cup. And now we're on our way home or to a park. I'm not really sure where we're gonna go yet, but today is really pretty. It's not too hot, which is nice, and it's nice and sunny. I keep watching the Weather Channel I'm just a weather nerd, to see the updates on Hurricane Isaac, and I feel so bad for the people in its path and the ones that are, I mean, I'm not at home, I don't know what's going on now, but for all the people that are in the path of it right now. I saw it this morning, and Jim Cantore of the Weather Channel was getting pummeled, but I think actually that is his job description. I don't know, maybe he'll see this video and he'll tell me, but I think his job description at the Weather Channel is main person who gets pummeled. So we'll see. But right here, it's beautiful, and I'm really hoping that there's no thunderstorm happening today, because Ventura could really use a break. I put a dog bed in his closet, so he has some place to lay there now. He used to just go in there and face the wall and stand during storms, but now he will, where am I going? Now he will lay down in the closet, and he's not facing the wall anymore, so I think he's probably more comfortable. So about his training, I took him through 2 obedience classes. They had them at a Petco, and I thought that they were both good classes. The next thing I want to do is, well, I wanted to do the therapy. I wanted to test him to be a therapy dog because he definitely has the personality. But there's three issues. One is greyhounds are not neutered until they are going to rescue. So he was a 4-year-old male used to marking his territory. And while he hasn't done that in a while, and he only did it once in the house, the first day he walked in, but while he hasn't done that in a while, I wouldn't exactly be surprised if he did it. And I don't really want that to happen in a hospital or a school. And until I'm convinced, I'm not sure about that. He also has a noise issue, which is something they test for when you're taking your therapy dog test. And I'm not really sure he would pass that. He doesn't really like noise without a warning, and I don't know. I'm not convinced of that. And I don't really want to have to cancel an appointment because, it's thundering. I mean, that's really not fair for the people who are so looking forward to, having a visit from a therapy dog. So I'm not sure. I might wait a little and see how it goes. I don't know. I mean, he's definitely got the temperament, but they do test for things that I'm not sure are up his alley.